Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Norn9, and we are in Natsuhiko's route. This is our last route. And I'm pretty sure we just started chapter 3. It seems really weird because it starts in the middle of a conversation, but that's where the chapter started. That's where we ended last time, and that's where we're starting this time. So, anyway. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway.
Mr. Masamune, I think he's a super nice person.
Can't start off on her voice, it's hard.
Anything odd? No, not particularly. Oh, he has been saying he's gotten headaches a whole lot more lately. Maybe he's caught a cold.
Masamune? He's really useful to have around. Huh. Other than that, nothing strikes me, no. He's kinda nice, I guess. But he never does anything when you really need him. Just the other day, when Yuiga dragged me out of my room for absolutely no reason whatsoever, he didn't lift a finger to stop him. And then there's Otomaru, who won't stop talking in my head. Shikori keeps glaring at me for even the teeniest things. And Shiranui insists on trying to make me eat those ungodly culinary travesties. I'm so sick of it. Sick of this ship. I want to leave. You're like, I asked you about Masamune, not fucking everybody and all your problems. The more I hear, the more I'm starting to pity Masamune. Jeez. We were traveling for ages, yet we never seemed to be getting closer to our destination. A suspicious response to an admittedly poor rendition of the man who attacked us. It looked like Masamune was a traitor, or at least he was actively defying the world's will. Having come to that conclusion, Sarada and I began a more in-depth investigation into what sort of man he was. But this will not be easy.
Are you okay? You look kind of tired.
Yes, I am fine.
You don't have to say anything. I won't ask. Just let me help you in any way I can.
Should I tell her my theory, as disturbing as it is? I'm not sure. No, if I did, I would only upset her unnecessarily. She seems quite fond of Masamune, and I currently have no proof of my hypothesis. I cannot erode her trust in him like that. No one would be happy if she were to lose her smile.
Spacey, about Mr. Masamune, are you...
No, of course not. I am terribly sorry if I have given you the wrong impression.
Really?
Yes, of course. I only asked about Masamune to, make small talk. That is it. Shut up and butt out already. Come on, man. You can't expect me to sit back and watch you yell at a lady. A man is supposed to be kind and considerate to ladies at all times. It's not just Shiranui that I'm pissed at. I'm yelling at that blabbermouth who can't keep his damn thoughts crammed inside his own damn head, too. God, I love Akito so much. He's so angry and he's a feisty little marshmallow. I just want to squish him. Anyway. Oh, looks like those two are up to no good again. Sheesh. Akito was angry at Heishi and Nanami again, and this was quickly becoming a common event, and I'm sure the reason was the same as usual. What did you attempt to make this time? Cookies. Cookies? And that sounds awfully mundane for the two of you. So how did you mess it up this time? We didn't break anything, though we did use up all the eggs. Wait, we just went shopping for supplies like 2 days ago. It sounds like a legitimate reason to be mad. And so Itsuki, who is friends with both of them, stepped in to play mediator. I am not so sure it is a role that suits him all that well, though. Come on, Aki. It was an honest mistake. Cut them some slack, Kay? Ugh! Stop calling me by that stupid nickname. Gives me chills. Jeez, you don't have to be so mean about it, Aki. Besides, I think it sounds cute. Now I just need a fanfic of those two. Just saying. It does not. Makes me sound like some kind of wimp. Knock it off, you prissy dweeb. Oh, Akito. You're playing all gruff and, like, tough, but you're not. You're just a squishy little marshmallow, and I love you. But you're making yourself look bad right now, so I'm gonna need you to simmer the fuck down and be better. Be better, Akito. Really? To be honest, I think it fits you. Mr. Hyoko's make me cower in fear. Aki! Did you just call me a coward? If you've got a problem with it, how about you use your powers to shut me up, eh? I'd love to see what it is you can do. Wow. Wow. Oh, he's gonna shut you up, but it's not gonna be what you think. This is just wow. I'm just taking this all sorts of the wrong way. I should not be playing game. I should not do this. Wow. Powers. A good old knuckle sandwich is more than enough for you. Yeah, but now can you kiss and make up? Spacey, are you sure we shouldn't try to, stop them? Ugh. And this is why I cannot stand hot-headed men. That Akito had a temper was obvious just from looking at him. Itsuki seemed easygoing at first glance, but his fuse was a short one. In fact, he might be the bigger problem of the two, as there was no telling what might trigger his lightning-quick temper. Hey, whoa! Itsuki! Akito! What do you two gotta get in a fight for? Calm down, both of you! Shut up and butt out, you brat! Hey, I'm no brat! I'm older than you are, Akito! Back off, hey. He'll just get in the way. What? Oh, that does it! Now you're both asking for it! He's gonna call Masamune. Mom! Anyway. That is enough, all of you! Cease this bickering at once! Now how am I supposed to force them to stop? My powers won't be effective. Ron! You do something about those two! Ron? Sneezing. Muraboshi's asleep. I doubt any of this will wake him up. Ugh! Are there any useful elders on this ship? Cut it out, all of you, right now! I told you, all you had to do was call Mom. Masamune! I don't know what started this, but fighting is strictly forbidden aboard this ship. Both of you go to your rooms right now, young men. Masamune is her mom. Masamune's shout got everyone's attention. Well done, Masamune. At least there is someone sensible around here we can rely on. It's all these two idiots' fault. They ruined all the eggs. They ruined the eggs. Heishi, don't tell me you two did it again. Oh, we didn't want to ruin them. Oh, we ran out of the cookies that always seemed to be around in the kitchen, so we were going to make some more. Yeah, and who's going to cry over a few eggs going missing? Who cares, right, Masa? No, the eggs being ruined is a serious thing. And they're nutritious, easy to prepare. What? So you're saying it's okay to chew people out over a few eggs? Oh, what about that no fighting policy you just talked about? That isn't what I meant. And there, see, Aki, Masamune agrees with me. Anyone who whines about a few stupid eggs is a sissy who's afraid of harmless Hyokos. What did you just say? I cannot believe it. You two are starting this again. Whoa, enough. Stop it right now, both of you. I mean it. Stop. Hey! But this time, Masamune's attempt to restore order fell upon deaf ears. Apparently, he was not enough to stop those two hotheads on his own. Oh! Shit. I don't know, but like when that little eye things come across, it's like shit's getting serious and like, oh, are we gonna have one of these moments where we're like, I kind of love Kakeru right now? Like, sometimes I'm like, I hate you, and other moments I'm like, I kind of love you. I have a love-hate relationship with him. I'm not sure. God damn it! Too tight! Too tight! But Heishi was just in the middle by accident. Come on, guys, cut it out. You're scaring poor Koharu. Sorry, man. I won't do it again. I promise. Now let me go, please. Yeah, you say that every time. It hasn't seemed to stop you yet. I'm thinking that today you guys need some harsher punishment. Oi, Kakeru, wait. If you're looking for a punishment, hanging sounds best. Nanami, I'll admit the other way around is a turn-on, but I'm really not that into letting myself get tied up. Hey, you want to tie me up? I'm going to tie you up too, is all I'm saying. Upsy daisy! And he takes joy in this, but at the same time, I find this amusing right now. So the vines wound tighter together into a thick trunk, dangling all three high up towards the ceiling. Yeah! Damn it! Put me down! I need a CG of this, but
Yikes!
and now that's cruel. Hey, you were the one who suggested hanging was the best idea. I didn't say anything about upside down. Phew. And now that was scary. Hey, Itsuki, how do you get loose? I struggle like a man faced with death, really. I mean that. I'd seriously rather die than look pathetic with women present. But never mind me. Are you sure Moss is okay? He hasn't made so much as a peep. Oh no! Huh? Masamune was in that mess? Oh, I might have squeezed him a little too hard. Let him down this instant!
Mr. Masamune, are you okay?
Some weird shit happening in this route, but I'm enjoying it anyway. Yeah. Whoops! I guess my control slipped for a minute. Can't believe I let that happen. Kakeru.
Yuiga!
Yeah? Yeah. Sorry about that, Masamune. That was my fault. No, it's okay. I know you didn't do it on purpose. Yikes! You're really mad, aren't you, Koharu? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Oh, we kind of let that get out of hand, didn't we? Ch. Koharu, when did you learn that trick?
Trick? What trick?
Nothing. Never mind. So she's doing it unconsciously. Impressive. Sheesh. If apologizing comes so easily to you lot, Akito exempted, why not just do so from the start? They are not bad people at heart, and none of the espers aboard are, really. You gotta know your limits, Masamune. You can't just jump into a fight between a bunch of guys and try to stop them all by yourself. I know I'm the big and clumsy type, and thanks for the concern, but I'm alright. Masamune smiled at Sarada like everything that he had just been through was nothing. And now that I thought about it, Masamune always showed up to intervene whenever a fight was brewing, and usually ended up worse for wear. There is being a kind person, and then there is being too nice for your own good. No, Masamune cannot be the traitor. I do not wish to even think that he could be. The more I came to know everyone on this ship, the more tiring it became to try and doubt them. Everyone here is an Esper. If any of us decided to fight for real, who knows what could happen? Be more careful next time. Yeah, I know. Thanks. But I need to do it. It's my duty. Huh. You were tasked with this. Look at the time. I have to go and give my report to the world. If you guys can't stop fighting, I'll have to report you too. Yikes! That's the last thing I need! Hey, Masamune's leaving, you know. Aren't you gonna go after him? No, it would be wrong of me to stand around and eavesdrop on his talk with the world. I was unaware that he was assigned a duty. What is it? Stopping fights? I do not recall that any of us nominating him for that job. Perhaps those are orders from the world. Masamune is supposed to be our connection with the organization or whatever that you call the world, right? Why'd he get that job? And perhaps because he is the eldest of us. Perhaps? That sounds pretty vague to me. And that is because I do not know the exact reason. He was here when I first came aboard, and he already held the post. Sheesh. Isn't me or you guys really just winging this whole thing? At first I thought Kakeru had the same job Masamune does. That is true. Why is that Masamune's job? Kakeru would seem like a better fit. Ow! My head hurts. So is Masamune the only one of you guys who can talk to the world? Communicating with the world? I've never even imagined doing anything like that. The world. Vast and sprawling, it was the force that guided and held together the leaders of every nation. It was so big, so ever-present, that when asked what exactly it was, most people would have had a hard time giving the correct answer. Now, Rather, because it was so huge, there were so many correct answers to the question. The world was big enough to be all those things. With such an enormous presence involved, I must have stopped thinking rationally. The things I would normally question did not even register until Sarada pointed them out to me. It was simply more convenient not to think about those things that were hard to comprehend. Convenient. Convenient for whom? Spacey, are you okay? You look pale. It's early, but maybe you should go and rest. For some reason, it felt like I had peeked behind a curtain that I should not have. A wave of uncertainty nearly made me stumble. I desperately wanted something to cling to, but what? I know that right now I am not strong enough, and I know that I have to use my barriers to protect the people. But who am I supposed to be fighting? Which people am I supposed to protect? These tears just will not stop. Why is my life suddenly filled with so many things I simply do not understand? What am I supposed to do? We're supposed to watch it. Nanami's group. About this much sugar? It's my job to fillet the fish. Damn it, you guys! Stop wasting all our supplies!
What are you all doing?
They're making tonight's dinner.
And what are you doing?
Supervising. Get out of here! This isn't some kind of play area for you knuckleheads.
May I get a short interview?
Ah, it's a Hyoko!
What's up? I was hoping to get an interview. Do you all get along well?
Yep, isn't it obvious by looking at us?
Forget what I've seen so far. All I saw was you guys making Shikori furious.
What do you think, Shikori? I just imagine him shrieking like a girl, but I just love that he shrieks.
So which is it? Please answer the question.
Ah!
Hold on. This interview isn't over yet.
Oh! Does that Hyoko know that Akito is terrified of them? What a sadistic Hyoko. What a disgraceful person, fleeing an interview due to a Hyoko threat. Hyoko is chasing Akito. I've earned a trophy. Morning already. I need to continue my investigation. But I do not want to be awake yet. Spacey, hello? Spacey, are you alright? What? Did something happen to Miss? She isn't coming out of her room. I hear she hasn't eaten all day today either. Really? No way. Miss, are you practicing your Senri impression or something? My head hurt. My hair was a disaster. I had just finished a long cry, so I knew that my face had to be a mess as well. On top of that, my throat felt scratchy too. I was certainly not going to go out and let anyone see me like this. I do not wish to talk to anyone right now. Please, just leave. Huh. And maybe she's still asleep. Did I ever mention that an old friend of mine happened to be a thief? He taught me how to pick all kinds of locks. I could have this thing open in under 5 minutes. Really now? That is an interesting skill. If you're so confident, why don't you try opening it? What, you'd let me? You don't care that I'm about to bust into a lady's room? We've both called for her multiple times, yet she still hasn't come out. It's possible she's collapsed and can't get up. Alternately, she could have been in bed crying her eyes out. Hair is a disaster, her face is a mess, and her throat is scratchy. It's definitely one or the other. It would be terrible if it was the former. You've got that right. It'd be terrible if she fell down and couldn't get up. And since Saku himself has given me permission, I'd better... Ah, there she is. Perfectly dressed, too. Not one button askew or hair out of place. Boo. Nothing for me to poke fun at. Of course! I am not anywhere near so slovenly a person as to be in bed asleep at this hour of the day. And I would rather die than allow myself to be seen in that state. Is this the mouth spouting those lies? Sequoia reached out and pinched my cheek. I gave it a good hard tug for good measure, too. Ow! Sequoia, stop this instant! You are making me look ridiculous. Hey, your pretty face is tugged all out of shape, miss. Here, let me even you out. Yeah! Both of my cheeks now mercilessly being tugged, I let out an indignant, undignified squawk. But no matter how I squirmed and batted at their hands, neither of them would let me go. Ugh! What did I do to deserve this? You finally find lady friends your own age, yet you spend all day searching for the traitor, and then all night crying into your pillow. That was the worst. Anyway, I was not crying. Jeez, what a stubborn lady. I have to say, I'm not sure I like that type. I'm very glad to hear that. I didn't say I hated it either. Ow! They're both pinching harder now. Spacey, stop your search for the traitor. If you insist on continuing, I have a bad feeling something awful might happen. What? Sequoia, did you foresee it? What kind of awful? Will the traitor catch her and kill her or something? I don't know. It's still only a premonition. Nothing concrete. A premonition, So when you say that it's still only a premonition, does that mean you're going to make it a full-blown prediction later? Huh! I muster all of my strength and finally manage to smack both of their hands away. My cheeks stung. They must be bright red, especially the ones Sequoia had pinched. What on earth was all that for? How dare you? I gave Sequoia my best glare. In response, he simply closed his mouth and gave me a sad look. Ugh! When he gives me that puppy dog look, there's no way I can say anything else. I grabbed him by the arm and dragged him away, grabbed him a few steps away from Itsuki. Mindful not to let anyone hear, I whispered to him. Did you see my future? The future. It wasn't a guess or a hunch from Sequoia. What he saw was going to happen. That was his power. He could see the future. I only saw a brief instant. I told you to stop doing that! One might think it would be a very convenient, helpful thing to be able to see the events of the future. But apparently, the only futures that Sequoia saw were the unpleasant ones. Sometimes it was so bad that I almost had to stop and wonder what the point of living was in the first place. I didn't particularly want to see it either, but I can't help it. What I see, I see. So the traitor will find me and kill me? I'm not going to tell you exactly what I saw. If I do, I have the feeling it will only make things worse. You are making out with him. What? Besides, this time what I saw wasn't all that clear. The details were pretty hazy as well. And then how can you say it has anything at all to do with my investigation? I will continue to do as I like, thank you. No, what you're doing now is harming you. I don't need to see the future to know that. I can see it happening right now. You've been pushing yourself far too much since the attack, and you look pale as milk. I am fine. Liar. I'm not lying. You know I hate lies. I can tell you know. I've been beside you for how many years now? You always cry when you're pushing yourself too hard. You try to take on far too much yourself. I do not. Stop making things up. Once we reach our destination, we are going to be scattered across the globe. I wish you would stop and take the time we have left together seriously. But what about the traitor? We can't possibly just sit on our hands and ignore that he or she exists. You aren't the only one on the ship who can investigate. As I'm able, I am looking into everyone's future. It isn't a simple matter. but I'll find a way to make it work. I may start attempting to train my powers as you have done with yours. No! Looking into the future is painful for you, right? You only ever see terrible things. You mustn't do this. If you start seeing the future more and more, then... All right. I'm sorry, Spacey. I promise I won't try to look into the future. Now you promise me that you'll pay more heed to my warning. Please. Stop this now and don't do anything dangerous. Hey, miss. Sarada's looking for you. Sarada? I wonder if he's discovered anything new. Spacey. Sequoia gave me that sad, resigned look again. The only time he ever looked that way was when he was concerned about me. I know that I am making him worry, but I am the one most fit for this task. I am the only one who has the power to resist that barbarian's attacks. I thought and thought, then made up my mind. Sequoia, I am not nearly so weak as to need you to worry over me so much. I'm fine. You should go and enjoy the journey aboard the ship. Spacey. This is for the best. I am not wrong. I know I am not. And I must not let anyone else get caught up in this. They may be hurt. And then Masamune said the world was calling for him, so he went up to the roof. I think I should go and check on that, just to be sure. Talking together with you has made me realize too many things here don't make sense. Something obviously isn't right, but no one is noticing. They're all so oblivious, I almost have to wonder if they've been hypnotized. But now you've noticed, and I can tell you're starting to think about it. I may not be able to do much myself, but I think I can at least be something of a help. Oh, one more thing. Could you please lend me the newspaper you bought the other day? There's something I want to check. Ugh, enough of this. Huh? I said it is enough. For a little child, you do far too much thinking on far too many complex topics. It is not endearing in the least. What? You are to do no more investigating. I am hereby closing this case. Huh? What do you mean you're closing the case? I mean that I will no longer search for the traitor. What? Why? Because I'm a lady of the Kuga family. Why should someone of my pedigree and breeding have to tromp around and work like a common grunt? Huh? What made you decide this all of a sudden? Up until yesterday, you were working so hard at this. You drew pictures, asked questions? That was merely a whim. I was bored with our journey and decided to entertain myself. You're lying. How many times must I tell you? I despise lies. I also detest having to repeat myself. Stupid Spacey. You big dummy! What? Well, you are. You finally realize things, but you're trying to stick your head back into the sand. That's stupid. You're an idiot. Right. Fine. So I am stupid. Now be on your way. I have other things to do. Oh, yes. The newspaper. Go on and read it now if you like. I give you permission to enter my room. No, really? Well, I guess I'll just go and make a total mess of it for you. You better not do that. If you do, you will see what I look like when I get really angry. So what? I may be a child, but even I'm not afraid of a weakling threatening me. Masamune went to the roof to speak with the world. I am no weakling. You just don't want Sarada getting hurt. That's cute. The roof is where I met the barbarian. I recalled the numbness in my hand after I had blocked one of his attacks. Of all the many times I have used my barriers, I had never felt anything like that before. It was not because I was untrained. I have honed my mind and body for years. There is nothing my barriers cannot protect. I can protect anything from anything. At least, that is what I had thought. That man is far too dangerous. Something must be done about him, and quickly. Odd. Where is Masamune gone? The roof looked much as it always did. I looked across its broad expanse, but I didn't see signs of anyone else's presence. Maybe this thing. This thing has been here this whole fucking time and nobody's ever pointed out what the fuck is it. Searching every corner of this place is going to take some effort. If possible, I would like to speak with the world as well. If not, I will ask Masamune. All of what has happened must be brought to light. Oh, hey. What are you doing up here? Ron. The one guy I couldn't care less about. Ron was the least useful person out of everyone on board this entire ship. He was either sleeping or staring blankly off into space. Nothing else. Whatever happened, he was utterly disinterested. Well, now we know it's because he's blind, that's why he doesn't recognize people. He was not interested in people either. He still did not even remember our names. And don't worry, I haven't come up here to intrude upon your afternoon nap. Nah, I wasn't napping today. I wanted to talk with you, actually. Ron wants to talk to me. Perhaps later. I am busy right now. Looking for someone? Like this guy, maybe? Ron pulled out the portrait of that barbarian I had drawn the other day. You found him? Yep. Why did it take you so long to tell me? Wonderful. My portrait was not an utter waste of effort after all. Though this is entirely Ron's doing, I must thank him for that. Ron? Come on out, this way. Huh? Wait, is he on the ship right now? Ron said nothing and simply walked further and further across the roof. How far are we going? We're almost there. Should we call for someone else? Nah, besides, we'll be fine. I mean, we've got you and your barriers, right? That is true. What was I thinking? If I asked anyone else to come, that would just be more people who might get hurt. Is this where we get kidnapped? Because didn't we get kidnapped, like, in one of the other paths? They were like, Makoto got kidnapped. Wasn't that in Akito's route, I think? Ron is in danger, too. But without him, I will not be able to find that barbarian. Or was it in Ron's route? I don't remember. Oh, no, we stopped Ron from kidnapping us. Anyway, but it was later. Oh, well. Protecting one other person should not be trouble with someone with my skills too much. Wait. Should not trouble someone with my skills too much. It's kind of like she has to get kidnapped early on. We can't go through 7 fucking chapters. There's only 7 chapters, and we have to have an Natsuhiko route, so we have to get with him soon. And here we are. He is here? And not quite yet. Hang on just a sec. He should be here soon. Honestly, I'm not all that interested in your barrier powers. Natsuhiko, though. Natsuhiko? Who is that? I noticed a sound. One I had not heard before. No, I do know this sound. It is... Ah, there he is. Ron? Ron's hand lashed out and grabbed me by the arm. With a quick tug, he yanked me close to him. Eep! If anyone were to see us at this moment, they would certainly mistake this for an embrace. Gotcha, honey. What are you doing? Ron smiled. It was the same lazy, lopsided smile as always. He leaned closer until I could see his eyes through the tinted lenses of his sunglasses. He's a real sadist, you know. Good luck. Bye-bye. He's pushing us out the hole. I felt him shove me. Then I was floating in space with nothing but air beneath me. Ah! I'm not really going to scream because that would deafen you. I talk and it deafens you. My head pounded. Needles of pain jabbed my ears. Wind whipped across my skin like knives. It hurts. Must put up a barrier. But how? Around what? Oh God! Oh God! Somebody help me! That brainless moron. Ah! He just catches us and look at how friggin' precious. I'm sorry. We knew we were gonna... Look. He's gorgeous. And I already knew I was gonna love him. But like, the CG is like... Okay, erase Makoto out of that. Look at his face! He's so precious! I still love Akito, don't get me wrong. But I'm pretty sure Natsuhiko's gonna tie Akito. Like, I don't think there's gonna be a question. I love my angry marshmallow, but I think I'm really gonna love this asshole because look at how fucking precious he is right now. My God. Ugh. I knew it. This isn't the Taisho era I know. This isn't the past. I have to hurry and tell Spacey. Did you get the present I sent? You idiot. What if I hadn't been on time? Did that thought even cross your mind? Well, you were, so what's it matter? That does not make it okay. What do you care anyway? If she dies, so what? You wanted to kill off all the Espers anyway, right? Yeah, whatever. I know you had some interest in her powers. That's why I made sure to actually go and get her for you. I'll take a combat magnum as payment, thanks. Oh, and none of the stainless steel crap, okay? The 50 cal, if you don't mind. Where am I? What is this? My wrists were held together by some sort of interlocking metal rings. Oh, he handcuffed us already. Oh, I love it. Wait, I'm sure it's not gonna get that kinky that fast, but I'm just saying he's got handcuffs, and I'm okay with this. The center of the rings was attached to a metal chain that led to another ring in the wall. Oh, and he's got us chained to a wall. Okay. My head, I feel stuffy. I, I can barely think straight. Sheesh. Finally awake, eh? Answer me. And does anything hurt? Eek! Hey. Hey! Oh, stop that! Stay back! Get your hands off of me! Damn it. Shut your mouth. No! Let me go! Somebody help me! I'm scared. Listen up. If you do not do exactly as I say, I'm fully prepared to kill you. Remember that. Where am I? Oh, you know what? He's like the Okita in this, right? He's threatening to kill us. Oh! I'd like to see it. No, he would kill us. I don't. Okay, no, please don't. I'll do whatever you want. Only because you're gorgeous and I love you. Again, I would not be good as a heroine in these games. They're like, you're supposed to fight. No, you're hot. And I've got handcuffs on and I'm just saying we should just make out. That's how this is going, right? And they'd be like, you're not playing the game very well. Shh, shut up and kiss me already. Spacey ruins everything. Where am I? My home. What is home? What on earth am I doing here? Bye-bye. Fucking Ron. That's kind of why I love Ron, because he's such a douchehole and you can say shit like, fucking Ron! God damn it, Ron! Fuck Ron! Like, you get to say all those things and mean it. And so that's why I love Ron. I hate Ron, but I love Ron. But I kind of hate him, but I appreciate his assholishness. I appreciate it. So I remember now. I nearly died. I started shivering, my teeth rattling. In my entire life, I had never come so close to death as I had in that moment. I cannot really be more happy about surviving, because my present situation still looked dire. I took a few deep breaths, expelling my nervous jitters with each steady exhale. Ron pushed me out of the ship, and now I am here, in this barbarian's house. That means Ron is the traitor. The traitor? Is that what you guys decided to call him? Yeah, I guess that you could say that. He's been pretty useless in that role, though. Was he the one who made that hole in the wall? Yes. How? Timed explosives. It was a bomb with a timer and a detonator attached, and just set it to whatever hour you'd like it to go off. I do not understand all of what you said, but suffice it to say he used a device, correct? So he is not an Esper? I have no further need to talk to you. Wait! Does Ron have another one of those things with him on the ship? And what if he does? You must not harm the others! I do not know what you're after, but we travel on the orders of the world. Harm any of us and you will bring the world and all of its might down upon you, your own head. Oh, really? I highly doubt the entity you call the world will bother to do anything, no matter what happens to you. How can you be so sure of that? Everything that happens aboard the Norn must be dealt with by the Espers, and the Espers alone. You lot are being tested. What do you mean? They do this test whether or not you all are worthy of making the decision. Do this to test whether you're not. What on earth is this man babbling about? He was clearly talking about the Espers, but I am one of the Espers, and I had no clue about what he was referring to. Is this his plan? Does he mean to confuse me by spouting meaningless babble at me? Shh, listen to him, he's beautiful. He would never lie. We have heard nothing about any of that. Tell me everything from the beginning. Spare no detail, or else I will not believe a word. I could spend all night breaking it all down for you, but I doubt you'd understand. Then explain it until I do. I hate when people blather on about things I do not understand and simply tell me that I would not get it. Oh, he likes it when we sass him back. Yeah? Yeah. I like it. I'm gonna keep sassing you, motherfucker. I just love him so much. Sheesh. You're awfully snippy for a woman whose life is in my hands. You realize that's the situation you're in, right? I am the one known as the Guardian. I do not fear some nameless bandit with an exaggerated sense of self-worth. Oh, really? Well, if you enjoy breathing, Guardian, I suggest you learn one thing. Obey me. Okay. He says all these things and I'm like, uh-huh. Shut up, Makoto. Don't argue with the man. Obey him. I'll say this much. I had planned to kill all of the Espers, but if you play nice, I wouldn't be adverse to letting you live. What? You must be mad. I would never allow you to kill any of the others. Wait, come back here. He locked me in. Ugh, what an insufferable beast. Kill all the Espers. What a fool. I'll never let that happen. I have to think of something. Do something. I... I earned a trophy. Somehow. For nothing, I know. He's a real sadist, you know. Good luck. Bye-bye. Eek! Just a dream. About that day. Again. You mean like yesterday? Jeez. Could this get any worse? Days had passed after that barbarian captured me. Oh, okay, it's been days. Whenever I tried to sleep, nightmares woke me. I could not sleep. I could barely eat. I knew I could not let things keep going this way, but I could not get my body to listen. Curse you, Ron! And next time I see you, I swear you will regret what you did to me. Since the day of my capture, I had not once left this room. Scanning the room, I could see a variety of strange devices lining the shelves. I will admit to being mildly curious about them, but I could not be sure that they would not explode in my hands, so I refrained from touching them. They must all belong to that brute. I wonder, is he the one Ron called Natsuhiko? The barbarian in the white coat, my captor. Thinking about it, he never mentioned his name. Not that I would do him the courtesy of using it, even if I did know. Arrogant, blunt, and utterly insufferable, he waved his gun in my face at the slightest excuse. I had never met a man like him before in my life, and I secretly find him the sexiest thing ever. What? Did I say that out loud? Yeah. Sakuya, my childhood friend, was pleasant, polite, and courteous. He would never act like this bore. His company, at least, I enjoyed. Of course, Sakuya is the only man I have ever spent much time with, so I cannot say for sure what usual behavior for a man was. I did not take much time to get to know the boys aboard the ship either. Well, okay. It is more that I took care to avoid them, honestly. Ron said this Natsuhiko person is a sadist. I wonder what that word means. Ah, that looks like a dictionary. I doubt that this will explode in my hands. Maybe. Ah, a sadist. Here it is. A person who derives pleasure and gratification from inflicting pain and or humiliation upon others. One who enjoys being cruel. If you threw glasses on him, he's our typical type. Come on. I love how this is what she hears in her head. Well, does it hurt? Have I humiliated you yet? She hears him wahing. Yes, that's it. Suffer! Writhe in pain in my hands. Your screams are like the sweetest music to my ears. I just really want to go back at the end and just do this whole entire, I just want to skip through all the scenes and just hear Daisuke Ono say all this shit. Because it's like so fucking hilarious. Her imagination of him is fucking great. I'm coming in. Meep! Oh, what was with that squeak? Scream? No, I did not just scream right now. I have no idea what you were talking about. Who said anything about a scream? Sit. I brought you food. So she has this, "Mwah, I'm evil," and he comes in like, "I brought you food. Sit down. Shut up." Like he's so much nicer than she pretend. Like he's actually being like cold, but he's still being nice. And she's like, "You're just trying to kill me." A bowl of rice porridge was set in front of me. The mild scent of rice wafted into my nose, riding the wisps of steam that rose from the bowl. Eat. I turned away from him, saying nothing. Huh. Gutsy, considering that I hold your life in my hands. How could I possibly trust anything you prepare? Just looking at it makes me lose my appetite. Oh, whether or not you trust me, refusing to eat is definitely going to kill you. Might as well play the odds and eat something. Shut up and go away, you barbarian! You were planning on killing all of the Espers anyway, correct? Then why not simply leave me be? Sit there and watch me starve to death. I told you I'd allow you to live if you obeyed me. Should I take your decision to starve as an answer to that proposition? Why should I obey some brute who admits that he wishes to kill my friends? Oh, though if I'm a bother to you, I will gladly make it worse. He moved. I reflexively crouched into a defensive stance. What? Oh, that's what? Going to threaten me with your gun again? I could still use my barrier power, so your little threats are meaningless to me. But he didn't pull out his gun. He picked up a spoon. Moving slowly, he dipped it into the bowl of porridge and lifted a healthy spoonful of it. Still moving slowly, he put it in his own mouth. There, I tested it for you. Are you satisfied now? Open your mouth. Dipping the same spoon back into the porridge. Oh, indirect kiss! He scooped up some more and held it out to me. No way! I'm not going to put my mouth on a utensil that you just used. Wow. I could feed you mouth to mouth if you'd prefer it that way. Well, aren't you just getting kinkier right off the bat? Mouth! I'll be generous and give you a choice. He expects me to pick either of those? We are literally supposed to pick mouth to mouth. Maybe to call his bluff, because he's going to be like, the fuck? I'm not actually going to do that. Mouth to mouth, then. Do it, if you dare. What? Try anything fresh with me and I'll bite your barbaric tongue clean off. Huh. Oh, God. All of his CGs. Why are they so good? Spacey's not going to be able to handle this route. Look, wow. Okay. I still love Akito. I do, but God, his CGs are just the fucking best. Jesus, he's so pretty. Oh. It seems that the Guardian counts taunting men as a hobby of hers. He leaned over me, bringing his face to mine. He looked into my eyes, and I knew he saw me. I knew he saw that he had shaken me hard, my face nearly betraying the pathetic fear I felt. I tried hard to maintain my composure, but he was so close I could scarcely breathe. I froze, unable to even blink. Well, aren't you gonna bite my tongue off? He smirked. I knew he was mocking me, but I couldn't find the strength to respond. I know what kind of woman you are. And you pretend that you're strong and brave, but... A barrier, Stop causing me trouble. I'm not gonna put up with this nonsense every time I try to feed you. And next time I'll not be so kind. You may have your barriers, but I know that they're affected by your mental state. Keep starving yourself and you'll make it that much easier for me to kill you later. I do not intend to force you to kill the other Espers. If you wish to die, you can still easily do so after you hear what I have to say. Really? Well, spit it out then. Tell me what it is you want to say. Talking to someone who's too starved to listen is a waste of effort. Would you get off your high horse and stop trying to smugly lecture me? But I do know that I have gotten much weaker since I got here. I cannot afford to put up a stubborn front for much longer. You start eating, and I'll start talking. What is it he wants to make me do? I do not know why, but he is after the lives of all the Espers. I thought he had perhaps intended to make me kill them for him, but he said he would not force me to do that. So he must have some other purpose in mind for me then. My power is to create barriers. Does he intend to have me protect something for him? Quit dithering and eat. I am! Stop rushing me. Cold porridge is so disgusting it's hard to force down. Disgusting? I did not mean it was disgusting in, that way. It is, he did go to the trouble of making it for me. It would be rude to insult it. But I am in no mood to apologize to him. If not for this brute, I would not even be here. I just prefer my porridge to be piping hot. Hot enough to scald my tongue. There, I ate it. Now what is it you mean to have me do? There's a certain man I wish to kill. I am no murderer. True, you haven't the guts for it. Killing a person is not a matter of guts. This is someone's life we're talking about. You are right about that. He suddenly drew his gun out, looking at it. Guns did not exist in our world until recently, but now that they do, they're quickly being adopted by most countries. You are not the only person who owns one? Putting the gun down, the barbarian reached out and began fiddling with another device. The size is different, but this looks like something we had on the ship. It is that odd board with the moving pictures. What is this? War. That is war? I was familiar with the concept of war. A massive armed conflict between multiple nations. But the last time anything like that had happened was centuries and centuries ago. These days we had the world to prevent anything like that from ever happening again. This is the work of a certain scientist. Well, I guess he is no longer a scientist. I should call him a weapons broker instead. He sold weapons to countries all over the globe. As a result, armed conflicts are starting to break out. They're small now, but one day. But why? Why do something like that? Everyone knows that nothing good ever comes of war. How could anyone even think of doing such a thing? He's trying to recreate the disaster of 2056. For a moment, I thought I had misheard something. 2056? It was only the year 1919. How could he possibly know what would happen over a century in the future? How can anything in the year 2056 happen again? And that is nearly 150 years into the future. Even Sarada said the year he came from was only 2015. Oh, so he said 2015. Okay. Sarada? You mean Sarada Suzuhara? You know of Sarada? He's the child you found, correct? Ron sent me a report on him. He said that Sarada claims he comes from the future. I guess there's no hiding that part now. Yes, he insists he is from the year 2015, but he is still only a child, and there is little need to take everything he says seriously. 2015. Does he know which 2015? Huh? What do you mean, which 2015? The one that's still over a century in the future. I assume he thinks he traveled back in time. He couldn't have, though. That's impossible. Of course that is impossible. I know that. But the child insists on it. We play along with it out of kindness. To him, sorry. The only possibility I can think of is that he's a survivor of the third cycle of the world. A third cycle? What on earth do you mean by that? There are no cycles of the world. Yes, there are. Our world's history is constantly being rewritten. We're on the fourth cycle now. What? For some reason, my heart started racing. Why does that feel so wrong? You must be joking. Rewriting history is even crazier of an idea than time travel. I cannot calm down. I think that this topic is unsettling me. Try and confuse me with your nonsense all you want, but I will not fall for it. It's not nearly as impossible as you think. In fact, it's your power that makes it possible. What? We've gone off on a tangent. I'll tell you more about that at the proper time. This man has knowledge that I do not. These are things that I need to know. I have to make him explain them to me. So why do I suddenly feel so relieved that he is changing the subject? And the fires of war are spreading. Stopping one skirmish here or there is pointless. The root cause needs to be destroyed. Until that weapons broker is dead, wars will never stop. I'm developing weapons to use against him, but I have no way to match his manpower. To beat him, I need your barriers, and they can stop 3-inch cannon shot and even missiles. And so you had me captured and brought here? Yes. To stop a war? And this cycle should have worked. It should have worked if he hadn't appeared. We would have had scientific advancement and stable peace. Oh, look, he's so precious. He wants, like, world peace, and he wants to stop climate change and get all the plastic out of the oceans. He's so adorable. He's our little granola. Oh. Oh. I do not fully understand the details of what he is saying, but stopping war is a good and just thing to do. And knowing that, I can hardly just turn around and leave now. But if he is trying to stop a war, then why did he say he intends to kill the Espers? If you cooperate with me, I'll delay in killing the Espers until later. It'll still be quite some time before they reach their destination. What? How can you know how much time it will take for the ship to arrive? Good question. You're going to lie to me again. Why bother? He wouldn't understand. Trying to explain it to you is a waste of breath. And to top it off, you insult me? What else could I expect from someone who's so brainless and compliant she simply goes along with whatever the world says without question? That was a long sentence. It is true that I do not understand. There is much going on that I simply do not comprehend. But I'm doing my best to try and learn. The world ordered us to become emissaries to various countries in the world so that we could use our power to promote peace. We were told that we would first travel to America. However, even after a month in the air, we are no closer to reaching it. At first, I thought it was simply because America was that distant, but I learned that it is not. Treading on uncertain ground, I began speaking slowly, carefully choosing my words. The barbarian's demeanor quickly changed. Where he had been arrogant and condescending a moment ago, he now listened intently to what I said. There were no snide comments, no petty insults. He simply listened, looking me right in the eye. That helped a lot. It allowed me to finally say things I had never uttered to anyone else. Things about the ship, things that I had started to question. Someone was defying the world's orders. Someone was defying the world's orders. That's why we had been flying in circles. Someone aboard the ship was defying the world's orders. For some unknown reason, they wanted to prevent us from reaching America. That's why we were flying in circles for such a long time. Am I wrong? Why ask me that? Who else is here for me to ask? Wait, no. That is not what I meant to ask. The Espers are working to promote peace, and you say you wish to kill them. But you also say you intend to kill the man who is causing the wars to bring peace. I cannot reconcile those two different yous in my head. Oh? If you happen to be correct, then that means the Espers, who truly are trying to use their powers for peace, are being manipulated by someone. I can't sexy laugh, but you can just imagine how beautiful that sounds in your head. What is so funny? I was being serious, you know. I simply hadn't expected you to be someone with enough brains to piece that together is all. Huh! Did he have to put it that way? It is odd, though. For a brute, he can still smile. He's always been such a stern and insufferable man that I was not sure that he could. And the Norn emits a special signal aboard. It's supposed to prevent passengers from thinking about things they aren't supposed to know yet. It's commendable that you were able to get that close to the truth under those conditions. The Norn? Do you mean the ship? Yes, that spheroid ship is officially named the Norn. A signal that prevents people from thinking about things they are not supposed to know. I mean, that sounds fucking shady as shit. Something obviously isn't right, but no one is noticing. And they're also oblivious. I almost have to wonder if they've been hypnotized. So Sarada was right. We were, in a way. Your logic is slightly off. But you did arrive at the correct conclusion. A lot of Espers are in fact being deceived. By whom? Is it someone aboard the ship? If you want to learn the truth, then help me kill Shiro Yuiga. Yuiga? And that's the name of the weapons broker. He has the same last name as Kakeru. But Kakeru could not possibly have ties to that evil weapons broker. Could he? You know, Spacey, it's not that you're dumb. You aren't. You're just too eager. Seeing you charge headfirst into everything is painful to watch. Oh, but I'm okay with you the way you are. The easiest ones to manipulate are always the dumb smart guys. I'm sure we'll get along great. What is it? Right. Kakeru is perfectly fine being vile. I must have forgotten about that in the few days that I have not seen him. All right, I guess I might help you. However, in exchange, I want you to tell me everything that you know. That was almost disgustingly obliging of you. I thought you'd drag your feet more. I dislike being left in the dark on subjects I must know. I also dislike being deceived. But most of all, I utterly detest war. If there's anything I can do to rid the world of those horrid gun devices, I will gladly do it. Well, excuse me for charging in and giving my all to the problem I face, Kakeru. You'll just have to live with it because this is who I am. Besides, if I can bring peace back to everyone, then the future that Tsukuya saw may change as well. Huh. Well, aren't you the gallant one? I can't say I dislike that type. I'm not doing this out of any particular desire to make you like me. No need to worry about that. I don't. Oh, we are so like, what? I don't like you. I hate you too. Oh, we love each other so fucking hard. Really? What wonderful news. Now, I have a request for you. Would you mind doing me the favor of not coming into my room at all if you can help it? Why? Because I do not like having a boorish brute of a man tropping about in my personal space. Your space? And this is my research lab. Look at his sad, precious face! Hey! I have a right to this space. You were the one who kidnapped me. You could at least do me the courtesy of giving me some kind of space. Hey, Natsuhiko! Dinner's ready! Wait, are there more men here besides you? What about women? Are there any other females around here at all? Relax, we won't do anything to you. So there is more than one of you out there? No, I will not tolerate this! Natsuhiko, come on! How long am I gonna have to wait for you to introduce me? Good day, noble princess, lovely raven-haired goddess. I'd be honored to get to know you. Look, we're leaving. Just calm down. Aww. How can you expect me to trust that you will not do anything to me? Ron is your cohort, correct? Do you have any idea what he did to me? He pushed me off the roof of the ship! You did not order him to do that, did you? No, I would never... You made that moving little speech about being an ally of justice and wanting to stop war, but then you told him to shove a lady off a roof! I just said I didn't do that. Really? If I find out that you're lying to me, I will make you regret it. I do not tell lies. No! Stay away from me! Why are you acting so frightened? He is a sadist, as someone who enjoys hurting and humiliating people. Natsuhiko! I heard a scream a second ago. You okay? Don't tell me you're getting it on in the middle of the day. No fair. They're Ron's cohorts. The friends of a vile, horrible sadist. Poor Natsuhiko. I feel so bad for my precious. Just get out! Leave! Now! I'm trying to find a good place to end this, but no one ever told me that there was more than one man here. I cannot tolerate this. This is unacceptable. Perfect place. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. I love this route so much, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.